Hey girls, until then, I'm going to read your book, Little Lost Unicorn. This book has texture too, you can't tell this, but it has it's embossed. It's a really cool book. So we'll have to check this one out later on, next year. One beautiful morning, the sun rose golden over the hills and woke Little Unicorn. It was a day for adventure. "Mom, may I go out?" he pleaded. "If I set off now, I can explore the whole forest before it gets dark." "It sounds nice. That sounds nice, little one," his mother smiled, stroking his head. "Have fun," but Little Unicorn was already racing down the hill toward the forest. The morning was buzzing with life. In every corner there were sounds of burrowing, scuffling, and nibbling. Little Unicorn chased some bright butterflies. Prancing and shaking his mane. "What an adventure I'll have today," he thought, and whinnied for joy. Later, Little Unicorn trotted on, over the tree roots and under low branches, the dry twigs cracking under his hooves. You guys see Chewy over there? He had gone very far before he realized that this was a part of the forest he'd never seen before. He didn't recognize it. He didn't recognize a single stump, rock, or mushroom, and apart from his own breathing, he could hear no other sound. But in between the roots and the trees and hiding in the grass, there were lots of little forest creatures watching him. One mouse crept forward to say hello. "Where are you going, and where do you live, Little Unicorn?" he asked timidly. I was exploring the forest, but now I'm lost," said Little Unicorn sadly. "And I've come so far today that I don't know where home is anymore." "Don't worry about that," said Mouse. "When your mom realizes you're lost, she'll come find you. And in the meantime, we can have fun together." And the other animals nodded and smiled to welcome their new friend. The animals showed Little Unicorn all the sights of the forest, and Little Unicorn thanked them in his own special way. Because he had magic powers, he lit the way through the deepest, darkest parts of the forest. Because he was tall, he reached down to the ripest fruit from the wild apple trees for them to eat. And because he was strong and fast, he carried them all across the river. All of a sudden, there was a squeak. Baby Rabbit had slipped from the Little Unicorn's back and fallen into the water. "Help, help," he called. "I can't swim." Little Unicorn looked down, and there in the foaming waters was a little rabbit clinging onto a log. And there was no time to lose. Little Unicorn took a deep breath and jumped into the water. "Hold on, Rabbit," called Little Unicorn as he landed with an enormous splash. The water was deep and cold, and with every minute the young rabbit was being swept further downstream. Little Unicorn put his head down and swam fast until he caught his frightened friend, lifted him up from the log, and carried him to safety. You guys would like these more colors are nice in this book. "Thank you, Little Unicorn," said Baby Rabbit's mother, rushing to meet them. "You saved my little rabbit. You're a hero." And the animals put a garland of forest flowers around Little Unicorn's neck. But Little Unicorn looked shy. "I shouldn't have been so careless running so fast that Baby Rabbit fell into the water. My mother would be mad at me." And his eyes filled with tears. Little Unicorn's mother suddenly appeared. "Forest unicorns have told me everything," she said. "I'm sorry," said Little Unicorn. "I didn't listen. I rushed into things I didn't think." But his mother smiled at him. "You are kind and brave, and I love you very much." It was an adventure Little Unicorn would never forget. That's a good one. Alright, that's Lost Little Unicorn. I love you guys, and I miss you very much. I thought you'd like that book. It's all about unicorns. All about that Lost Little Unicorn, so...